Yo, this is Kingearner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, make sure you click that link in the description. Or go follow me at Kingearner1 on Instagram. That's Kingearner and the number one. And click that link in the bio. Or we have an option. VIP via Cash App. The reason why I say VIP is because shipping is free. And your order gets dealt with right on hand. Post to the website. So many orders, you're dealing with a line of 10 and 20 and 30 people. So Cash App give you the opportunity to get with me directly and be able to deal with, where my package at, and because you got to deal with me directly when you do this, because at the end of the day, you're not waiting on the email. You're waiting strictly on for the person you ordered it from, and that's me. And you know what? We got that honorable raw. And we got the packages. They're going to be like a lot different. The post office have found out how to tend to our honorable needs. And I'm honoring it to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? These are going to be the new package that the pounds will be coming in. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune all the way in. Tonight I got some honor and some things I want to speak on, man. Many of us in our community, we are moved by the shoot 'em up, bang, bang stories. Many of us are moved by the fake, quote unquote, gangster story from every individual coming from every part of the world. So, every hood and every city like to say, oh yeah, he was more honorable, he was more thorough, whatever the case may be. Well, I want you guys to get the understanding of something here. When you're involved in the streets, like you're really in the streets, and authorities, police, whatever kind of authority it is, step to you in a matter like, yo, what's up? Let's get some money. And you say, cool, let's get some money. But at the time, you don't know they are authorities. Then you notice that when you get locked up, little things happening that you win, like, hold on for a second. How the hell I get up out of this jam? And you find out you're really working for the police, you're working for the CIA, you're working for whatever authority that it may be. As a dude that's a part of the streets, it's either one of the two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to honor their play, the police officers that's giving me this work, I'm going to honor their play and say, damn, we all way in bed and let's get money. Or I'm going to instantly get away from that. Me, knowing me, I'm going to instantly get away from it. If I know it's the police, I'm not going to chance this. Eventually, I'm going to jail. You should know that if you deal with the police, jail is like right there. It's waiting for you to go. And some people don't get the understanding. But whatever the decision is, even if I didn't know it was the police and I was working for them, if I got locked up, my goal isn't to get a 5K1. That's period. That's not what's going to come past my mind. I'm not thinking of that type of get out or that getaway. I'm not thinking of telling to get out of it. My thing would be more or less what issues I got on trial basis. A lot of y'all know that y'all deal with the police, know y'all deal with these rats, and y'all end up telling on a rat, telling on the cops. Like that mutt, Ricky Ross, as he called him. See, at first I didn't understand the honoring the real Rick Ross, because I'm considering, I gotta consider the guard, the CO bull, more of honor than this cunt here. The reason, because we know COs, they get caught up in and out of stuff, bottom line. But this cunt, Freeway Ricky Ross, he knew what he was dealing with. He even came home and went back again and then wanted to exploit the whole bop, 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 bop. But why expose them when you did benefit? I'm pretty sure you wasn't hustling for free. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of money out of this. So if you were getting money out of this, and you was having a ball and taking care and doing this and being successful, where's your gripe at? Where's the reason of cry for? Why, if you get locked up, is, they were the police now. I don't want to talk with the police. And you cunt, because you an old cunt. fisher hooked that mutt. He's in a lake of trife. You know why? Because he's a dishonorable kitten. He's an individual that silently take the youngin's mindset and throw it all the way off. And have him thinking that, maybe I can go around trying to lock the police up. We all understand the revolutionary part of it, but you're not a revolutionary. You're an individual that wanted to get some money and get out the hood like anybody else. But at the end of the day, you got mad when you got caught. Youngins, getting caught is a part of it. There is no getting upset. There is no getting angry. There is no getting mad at anybody but yourself. And when you do get mad and angry at yourself, make sure you point the finger at you and not at everybody else that may have been a part of it. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, the one that's telling, he was more with it than anybody. He was more down than anybody. But at the end of the day, he's not down with going to jail. You know why? The government, they know how to saw it in on certain individuals. They look for the dudes that tend to hold on to family values and be like, I'm not going to let my wife go another year without me being in that bed. Or my wife might leave me, or my children may be raised by another man. These are our characteristics of weak men, period. It has nothing to do with telling or not. These are weak men who even think like this, because you know that foundation that you have laid down, nobody can come in there and do that, because at the end of the day, that is your situation. But guess what? They begin to be like the zoo guards. That cunt, I can remember him coming to FDC, who I can remember me coming in, and that cunt cried and complained and went back and forth to that gate saying how much he can't do it and his girl this, and I'm thinking of this, to the point I had to check him and say, listen, you mutt, you. In the morning time, you think about moving somewhere else, because you're not going to piss in my ear with this trifling, dishonorable feeling of wanting to be a rat. I don't want it around me. And that's what we got to begin to do, youngins. See, when you're going in the right direction, the same way you let a dude get you caught up in selling drugs and doing them type of things, and you don't even want to be in that direction. You'll go ahead and you will listen and keep feeding off of it. But when you get jammed, you get an understanding. You say, I don't want to do that. But you don't go and you don't point. You don't go and you don't say, you know nothing. You know why? The time you get arrested, that's your punishment for that crime you've done. You don't have to go ahead and try to, I'm sorry, I need forgiveness. No, you're trying to think about, why are these other charges on you, and I need to go ahead and go to trial and fight them. At the end of the day, you're not a weak person. Only weak individuals get, their mind sidetracked with becoming a rat, because that's the intention they already had. A lot of these dudes right now are thinking, I heard about so-and-so beat his case. Heard about so-and-so got out earlier. That rat 6'9", this happened. Maybe I can tell. Well, guess what? Those judges are catching on to that too. And know what those judges are saying? We don't accept this plea. The 5K1, sorry, DA, stuffed up your rear end. No, that guy is going to jail and doing some time. Because I've come to realize, guys like myself that go to jail and do the time, they understand and they don't come back out here and destroy, they help rebuild. But guys like that Freeway, Freaky Boss, Ross guy, whatever that kid name is, he's of dishonor. You know why? He found out there was the police. Then was that hungry. He said, you know what, I'm going to still get in bed and hustle with these guys, knowing that they were authorities. There's no honor in it. There's no honor, there's no rabbit, there's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. When it's like cuckoo, kiki time, and you're the one that's on the other side of the winning card. Then it's fun and it's jokes. But then when them people come in, it's like, well, I want to make an excuse because of Oliver North and a couple other guys. They helped me become a person who destroyed our community. We understand the politics. We understand he was used as a pawn. He was used as a chump, as a kitten. Not no real street guy. That's why they used him. No real man with no muscle gonna let anybody use them, especially before their family. I learned that. I done that one time. I messed up a marriage because I was more pleasing to the outside than I was into the inside of my home. You know, when I got that later, and people, you got to understand that. You got to be able to separate the two. That don't mean tell because you got a family. That mean weigh the options. I'm selling drugs. I'm doing this. Got a brand new daughter. Got a brand new son. Whatever the case. If I get booked, I'm going to have to go ahead and sit down then. You put up for them. And when you come home from prison, you change your life around. But you don't be like a Ricky the Frost Ross. That cunt. He has no honor. You see, I fish hooked him. That's what snatching his honor was, because all he was a fish. He was a fish that was sent to do things. Bottom line. And you know what he was? An individual who turned around. I'm upset because of what they told me to do, but you knew what you were going to do, and you knew what was going to happen, but you just wanted the money. So no, we don't want you in the community. We don't want you with your TIs sitting around, because that cunt's another slick undercover rats they are. You hear me? Well, this Freeway Ricky Ross guy, he's not an undercover rat, but T.I. is giving you an understanding that he's crossed over anyway by even being in the presence with this guy and asking the questions they ask. If you get pulled over and you didn't have anything to do with it, they got guns, what do you do? Because the quote-unquote real, no, you're a rat, T.I. Bottom line. You're a dishonorable cunt. And, you know, you might not be, you know, you got them other kind of rats. You're a potential rat. You're a guy that, you know, if you didn't tell, you thought about it, or you didn't insinuate it or said some things you didn't have no business doing because you didn't want to know how to, you know, accept what was going on. Once you was in that kitchen, it was too much for you. Well, that's not how we carrying it out here, youngins. We're carrying it one way. Either you're going the right direction and you're doing the right thing in school and you want to be something in life, or you take out the route that I once took that could have ended me up being a bum. Selling drugs, being down, blah, 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 blah. Nah, you ain't never stepped in the streets. You don't got to do that. That don't mean you witness something and you go tell everything because you're a civilian, no, because you got a right and an honor to your people also, right? So you don't go telling everything. Take it to somebody that's, I would respect if you dude said, I'm going to take it to Farrakhan, and I'm Muslim. I'm really Muslim, alhamdulillah. Like, I believe in Allah and his messenger underneath the oneness of Allah, nothing else. Not nothing with the nation or nobody else. I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see where I'm coming from? So, my thing is that I don't believe in betraying my brothers or my sisters or anybody. I'd rather take it to somebody like Farrakhan who has a mouth, or, you know, when I say he has a mouth, he has a voice that can kind of say, oh, we do it this way or we do it that way, before I take it to the police. Snoop, everybody calls Snoop Onk, right? Take it to Snoop, you know? He's not a rat, or is he? I mean, I don't know. People try to say bad things about him too. Well, I want you to understand they say bad things about a lot of good people, but you don't pay attention to him. My honor, Snoop. 64 ounces of that gel. $40 of cash app. VIP. VIP. Ain't nobody, look, they're not going no other way. This is the fastest, the most honorable. VIP. The best of the gold, the best of the purple. Let's get this understood. Let's get it understood how we carrying it. Hold on. I know. She's going to say every time I go on vacation, we got to pull out these bags and all that. Yeah, I got to. This is how we eat, and guess what? This is how we keep healthy. Kingearner live and direct. Don't ask me about that Freaky Ross or whatever his name is. He's a police officer. He's worse than the CIA because he helped assist them. Oliver North or whoever else he want to be able to say that he was connected to. It is of no honor. Kingearner live and direct.